Hey there folks, let's try this again. It seemed to cut out a little bit. Andrea Cox here at The Detox Intuitive, thedetoxintuitive.com. I wanted to do this final video of the night and just talk about how to deal with uncomfortable situations. And what do I mean by uncomfortable situations? It can be anything. It can be a breakup. It can be something that's made public that maybe you don't want public. It can be an invasion of privacy. It can be something that happens at work. It can be anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. And it's usually something you need to heal from. So I have 5 tips, and hopefully you guys will take these 5 tips and utilize them in your life on how to heal when you're in an uncomfortable situation. Number 1 is your health. Eating, I'm plant-based 19 years, so eating a primarily plant-based diet is extremely helpful when you're healing from an uncomfortable situation or when you're in the midst of an uncomfortable situation. I'll often juice or do juices and smoothies until dinner when I'm dealing with something that's really heavy, because when something's really heavy, I don't want more heaviness in my life or on my digestion. It takes more energy to digest food than it does anything else. The body expends more energy digesting food. So why would you eat heavy animal fats and proteins when you're going through a healing process? You wouldn't. Number 2 is learn to be alone. A lot of people are like, surround yourself with friends and blah, blah, blah. That's great. I agree with that at certain times, but eventually you're going to need to learn how to nurture yourself, right? I'm really keen to people who don't know how to nurture themselves and people who go in a circular pattern of person to person to person to find nurturing because they don't know how to nurture themselves. So learning to nurture yourself is imperative, and that comes with learning how to be alone. Number 3 is talk about it. Now, this is where the phone or FaceTime comes in handy. Hopefully you're not like me and a little bit of a hermit and you just kind of blurt it out on social media, but I've learned to kind of tone that back. But talk about it. Talk about it with friends, family, loved ones, or in person. Have a coffee with a friend or a green juice with a friend and talk about it. Number 4 is nature. Nature is extremely healing when you're going through an uncomfortable situation. Nature is probably the number 1 way, I'd say yoga and nature are the number 1 ways I choose to heal. So doing yoga in nature would be very healing. But just the fact of feeling your bare feet on the ground, in the grass, etc., is extremely healing and calming. Feeling the sun on your face, reminding you of what is important in life and what is not, right? Number 5 is spiritual baths, and people don't, they really underestimate the healing power and the calming power of a spiritual bath. So a spiritual bath for me, and I'll just give you one of my favorite recipes, would be a cup of Epsom salts, and a sage leaf tore up, and a few drops of lavender, soaking in the bath for 20 to 30 minutes and letting your muscles relax and just releasing everything you're feeling. And as you pull the drain on the water and allow the water to drain out, you kind of imagine that situation or those people, or whatever was just poking and poking and poking at you, draining down with the water. So those are my 5 tips on how to work through or heal from uncomfortable situations. If you like this video, do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification button and the see all button. I do private Akashic record readings and love readings and twin flame readings and health readings at thedetoxintuitive.com, and my detoxification programs and my raw food recipe books, juicing books, and my spiritual fasting retreats are at andreacox.com. Be well. Bye.